Amongst the grave of all diggers, which one has the most aura? Today, we're gonna find out which one of these shock troopers have fucking right? This is a grave digger of it edition. Let's start with the basics, alright? Stormtrooper. Let's see, I think, okay, right? So I think Stormtroopers are good, right? Like, I think it's the easiest shock trooper and it's like the most consistent, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really go wrong with a Stormtrooper, like they are devastating mid to close range. Like if I see a Stormtrooper around the corner, I am not approaching that corner. I am not advancing down that hallway. I'm gonna wait for someone else to do it. And they got 30 bullets. And now you can flank them, but they have like decent mobility too. So truthfully, shock troopers are a force to be reckoned with. I would say the only weakness of a Stormtrooper is like they're like vulnerable to like Lancer charges. So I honestly think I'm gonna have to put the Stormtrooper in, probably oozing aura. Like, if I see a Stormtrooper, I'm my pants. Flametrooper, right? Flametroopers are from hell. They got a flamethrower. It's a flamethrower. What else do I gotta say? Like, I kind of want to put him in divine aura, low key. Like, if I hear a flamethrower down the hallway, buddy, I am not going down that hallway. And it's not like you can just overwhelm him. Like, if you just have a bunch of people rush down the hallway or the corridor or like the cave, they're all cooked. They're all gonna burn to death because he can't run out of, I mean, he can run out of ammo, but he could just sit there and hold the trigger and kill everybody in the hallway. Like, you can't brute force your way to kill a flamethrower. Like, that's like, the flamethrower is just that. And like, let's not forget the psychological factor. You and your homeboy are running around, you know, trying to go to war, saying, oh yeah, man, let's kill some Empire cultists, you know what I'm saying? And then you just hear them screaming. You just hear like, I'm turning around and going home. Flametroopers, they got hella aura. If they get shot, they don't flinch. They just sit there and take the bullet. They don't care. Well, unless it's a headshot. Yeah, fine. I think everybody's scared of a Flametrooper. Alright, next up, we got Radio Trooper. So, like, I'm not gonna lie. Is anybody really scared of Radio Trooper? Like, what? Oh, hell no! I feel like when it comes to aura, they're like a good buddy. They're like the buddy that pats you on the shoulder when you're having a bad day. I'm not saying they're bad at their job, but if we're talking aura wise, like, is anybody really scared of a Radio Trooper? Like, I get their gun is good, but they don't have a helmet, so, but I'm not gonna put them in flaccid. I think that's too low, because, like, you know, they can still hold their own. It's not like they're completely useless. So, I'll put them in, like, I'll give them the average NPC aura, you feel me? Next up on the list is the AT Trooper, alright? Okay, AT Trooper. The gun. It's called an anti-material rifle. And guess what? Humans are made of material. It removes anything, it don't matter. Like, bro, the aura from the AT Trooper is radiating. It's divine. Like, okay, first of all, the psychological factor. The gun, the sound it makes, that's terrifying. I don't want to approach that. I'd rather flank it, but nobody is going to approach AT Trooper unless they're like a Lancer. As dangerous as they are, you have to be able to like aim good. Like, cause like with Flamer, you don't have to aim. You just have to like point in the general direction and you'll be fine. But like the fact that it can pierce through people, it removes limbs, people screaming, arms flying left and right, that's terrifying. You can get overwhelmed decently fast, kind of like the shock or the Stormtrooper. So for that, I'm gonna put it in like oozing. I don't know what I feel like an AT Trooper has more aura than a Storm, but like with Storm, actually, no, I'm gonna put the AT Trooper because like he leaves body parts everywhere. You just see body parts and people screaming. All right, let's the next one, the Trench Trooper. Boy, Trench Troopers, I'm telling you, you do not want to f with a Trench Trooper. They are terrifying. They have, I might as well put them in divine aura. They got divine aura. They have some of the highest aura I've ever seen in a shock trooper. They are the kings of close quarters combat. Their shotgun, it decimates anything. It doesn't matter, you can hit the leg, they're still gonna die. Medium range, maybe takes 1-2 hits and they're dead. And it shoots fast, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like even if you run out, you still have like a bayonet. You can swing that shit on the end of the stick. You can send 6 people to charge at a trench. They're all dead. 6 shots, 6 people. And it's not like you have to reload an entire magazine. You can just put 1 bullet in, shoot. So that way, if you're like an emergency and you need to shoot one off right away, you can do that. You don't have to do all 6 at the same time. Oh yeah, not to mention, he also passively boosts morale for your teammates. That's literally aura. The definition of aura is him walking around and providing morale to teammates. But question is, do we want to put it above the flame? See, this is a tough one. I don't know for sure, because like the morale boost is nice. And not to mention, they have helmets. You can headshot them, but they won't die. They'll just get knocked down. But I'll decide this at the end. I don't know. And the next up is the Bulwark. Bulwark. See, here's the thing. I might be biased, but I don't really like the Bulwark that much.
Are you really silly?
It has a machine gun, yeah, but it's really hard to control, and it's only really good for, I want to say, like Last Stand. That's like the only time Bulwark would actually be useful. Last Stand, you can hold down a corner, kill anything that moves past it, but if you're not in Last Stand, like, I don't think it's good, because all it takes is one guy with a Volk to just flank around the side, boom, knock his helmet off, boom, he's dead. Like, I don't think I've ever been scared of a Bulwark. Like, yeah, I know it is scary, but like, I've never really been afraid to approach a Bulwark. I don't really, they don't got much aura. They don't have mobility, you know, they're easy to flank. So I'm gonna put them right here, but I think between who has more aura, I'll decide this again. All right, and the next up is we have the Geist Trooper. They don't have brute firepower. It's more like cat and mouse, but I'm not gonna lie, they are terrifying. You literally get a message that says, I'm being watched right now. That's terrifying. You can't see them. They got permanent apparition. You don't know where they are. They got a silenced weapon. They can literally be behind you and you wouldn't know it. They're literally hiding in the shadows, ready to kill you. You got shock trooper pants, literally see you through walls. I think of all shock troopers, Geist puts a lot of fear into everybody. I'm gonna give them oozing actually, because like, now I'm thinking about it, they are really scary, but like these two are scary in their own like category. Like this is scary, but this is like really scary. And then last but not least, we have the Dreadnot. I know it's technically it's not a shock trooper, but I wanted to include it anyways because it's like a special class. So I think we already know it's a Dreadnot. What else do I gotta say? It's got its own theme song. That's how much aura the Dreadnot. Full body armor, full plated armor, everything. The name of the gun is literally Devil's Kiss. All right, he doesn't feel pain. He's got all the stims, all the painkillers. Like, bro, Dreadnot has divine aura. Like that thing, no, you do not want to approach a Dreadnot. That thing will mow down anything in its sight. But when your team is losing, you get infinite reinforcements. He's literally game changing. He changes the mechanics of the game by giving you infinite reinforcements. That's aura. Okay, let's start with these two. Radio Trooper. See, I feel like I want to put them in chill because they do got some more, I won't lie. They don't have a helmet. So I feel like the fact that they don't have a helmet makes them not worthy of chill. Because at least Bullwork got a helmet. But Bullwork doesn't have mobility. But this is about aura, not usefulness. I think I'll leave Radio Trooper. And I think I'll leave the Bullwork and average NPC. Alright, Dreadnot. Dreadnot's the top of the top. Trench or Flame? This is a tough one. I don't know. I don't think I can pick. All right, I think I've made my decision. I think I'm going to put Trench over Flame. As for this, I think this look is good. I think I'm more scared of a good AT than a good Storm. Not to say Storm isn't scary. And then for Geist, I think I'm gonna keep Geist here. They have more aura because like they can hunt down other shock trooper kits. And I didn't put anyone in Flaccid aura. 2 hours later. Okay, there we go. And lastly, the Conscript. I know it's not a shock trooper, but Flaccid aura. I just wanted to put something here. Anyways, I think this looks pretty good. Feel free to let me know what you guys think because I'm curious to see what other people think. That's about it for this video. Stay tuned for other ones.
That's no lie.